My name is K. Manjana, Associate Professor, Department of Electronics, ADB First Aid College, Harapanadi. This is for BSc 4th semester Electronics, Linear Integrated Circuits. In this, I consider basic of an op-amp, operational amplifier. Operational amplifier, simply call it as op-amp. The definition of an op-amp. Op-amp is a direct coupled high gain negative feedback amplifier. So therefore here it consisting of one or more differential amplifier, usually followed by a level translator and also an output stage. Then operational amplifier is a versatile device that can be used to amplify DC as well as AC. Not only in DC, so it can also be used in AC as well as DC input signals, and was originally designed for computing such mathematical functions as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, integrator as well as differentiator. Now, what are the important characteristics of an op-amp? The first one is a very high differential gain. It has a very high gain. Then high input impedance, low output impedance. Then provide voltage changes, amplitude as well as polarity. Then used in an oscillator, filter and also instrumentation. Accumulate a very high gain by multiple stages. This operational amplifier, the name stands for operation such as addition, mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, integrator, differentiator, logarithmic amplifier, like this, so many. Then another part of the op-amp can also be used in an oscillators. Oscillator may be sinusoidal oscillators or non-sinusoidal oscillators. Then this operational amplifier can also be used as an amplifier. Can be used as an amplifier, can be used as an oscillator, can be used as a mathematical operations. Then you know the symbol of op-amp. See the symbol. This is the basic symbol, schematic symbol of op-amp. Now here there are two input terminals, pin number 2 and 3. 2 is inverting input, 3 is non-inverting input. It's a negative sign, here positive sign. Positive sign stands for non-inverting, negative sign stands for inverting. So pin number 4 is positive VCC. Then pin number 7 is negative VCC. So pin number 6 is the output, and pin number 1 and 5 are null adjustment. The pin, you know the pin configuration of 741. 741 is an operational amplifier. This is an analog IC, it's not a digital IC, it's an analog IC, mainly used for an oscillator or amplifier or mathematical operations. So therefore, the pin configuration of 741 op-amp, pin number 1 and 5 are null adjustment or offset adjustment. Pin number 2 is inverting input, pin number 3 is non-inverting input, pin number 4 is negative VCC, pin number 7 is positive VCC, then pin number 6 is output, last pin number 8 is no connection. This is simple pin configuration of 741. So here in an op-amp only two input terminals, inverting and non-inverting inputs. What is the meaning of inverting? Inverting means the output always 180 degree out of phase with the input signal, hence its name is called inverting amplifier. Whereas non-inverting input, pin number 3 is non-inverting input, its output is always in phase with the input signal, no phase shift. Here only in phase with the input signal, hence it's known as non-inverting amplifier. Then basic information of an op-amp. This op-amp have 5 basic terminals, 2 input terminals, that is inverting input and non-inverting input. Then 1 output terminal, pin number 6. Then 2 power supply terminals, pin number 4 and 7. Pin number 4 is negative VCC, pin number 7 is positive VCC. So pin number 8 already you know the no connection. This is the pin diagram of pin description of 741. Now let's go for block diagram of an op-amp. What are the important blocks containing in an op-amp 741? Now you see here there are 4 important blocks. The first one is input stage. The second one is intermediate stage. then third one is level shifting stage, then last one is output stage. In an input stage is also called as dual input balanced output differential amplifier. In an intermediate stage it contains dual input unbalanced output differential amplifier, but level shifting stage is an emitter follower and output stage is a push pull amplifier. Already you might have studied all these dual input balanced output, dual input unbalanced output, emitter follower as well as push pull amplifier. So the basic amplification of this amplifier, so you know the basic principle of this. Now here there are two input terminal in an op amp. One is non-inverting input, another one is inverting input. So here these are the two input terminals are given. So you can use one time one input, another time another input. So whenever any input is taken, another terminal is grounded. So then it becomes, suppose input to non-inverting terminal is connected, hence it is non-inverting amplifier. If it is connected inverting terminal to the circuit, that is an inverting amplifier. In that case, non-inverting terminal is grounded. Now differential amplifier. What is meant by differential amplifier? It's a circuit in which the output is always a difference between two input signal. Minimum two inputs. Difference means two inputs. The output always a difference between two input signals. So therefore it is defined as the differential gain, AD, is equal to output voltage divided by input voltage, difference of two input voltage, V1 minus V2. There are two inputs, then corresponding output V0. V0 divided by V1 plus V2. So that is called AD, differential gain. So AD is equal to RF divided by R1, means feedback resistance divided by input resistance. AD is the differential gain, RF is the feedback resistance, R1 is the input resistance. Then you go for characteristics and performance parameters of an op amp. So here there are different parameters of an op amp. Op amp input offset current, input offset voltage, input bias current, then common mode rejection ratio, slew rate, and output voltage swing, then open loop voltage gain. These are the different op amp parameters. Now let us study one by one. Input offset voltage. The first one is input offset voltage. The differential voltage that must be applied between the two input terminals of an op amp to make the output voltage is 0. That is input offset voltage. The two input terminals of an op amp is applied, that output voltage is make it as 0. That is called input offset voltage. It is denoted by VIOS. VI stands for input voltage. O stands for output offset voltage, input offset voltage, VIOS, of an op amp 741C. This is the input offset voltage is nearly 6 millivolt. Then another one is input offset current, the algebraic difference between the currents flowing into the two input terminals of the op amp. Suppose it is denoted as I. So input offset current is equal to the difference of magnitude of these two current, whichever the highest, so that is the subtract the smaller one. So therefore it is the order of nearly 500 nanoamps, very smaller. So this is the input offset current. Then another input bias current, the average value of two currents flowing into the op amp input terminals. It is expressed as I1 plus IB1 plus IB2 divided by 2, average, because two input currents, inverting input current, non-inverting input current divided by 2, because two inputs means divided by 2. That is the input bias current. Take average. Then open loop voltage gain. Open loop voltage gain means without feedback. Closed loop voltage gain with feedback. Here open loop voltage gain means without feedback. So therefore it is the ratio of output voltage to the differential input voltage when op amp is in a open loop configuration without any feedback. It is also called as large signal voltage gain. It is denoted as AOL, means open loop voltage gain. A stands for gain. It is a open loop voltage gain without feedback. The next parameter is the output resistance. Already the characteristic of an op amp, ideal characteristics of an op amp. So input to resistance is infinite, output resistance is 0. Like this here, output resistance, it is the equivalent resistance measured between the output terminals of the op amp and ground. It is denoted as R0. So it's a very small, because ideally you can speak 0, but its value is nearly 75 ohm. Then another, next, CMRR, common mode rejection ratio. CMRR stands for common mode rejection ratio. So it is defined as the ratio of differential gain to common mode gain. So CMRR is equal to AD divided by AC. AD stands for differential gain to the common mode gain. CMRR is equal to AD divided by AC. Therefore, it is nearly 90 decibels. Then output voltage swing. So here we are applying positive VCC and also negative VE. So positive VCC is applied pin number 7, negative VE is applied pin number 4. So it cannot produce output voltage more than plus VCC or minus VE. Practically voltages V saturation plus or V saturation minus are slightly less than V plus and also V minus. For this 741, saturation voltages are plus or minus 13 volt for supply voltages or plus or minus 15 volt. This voltage supply power supply is connected for any operation of the op amp circuit. So next, closed loop operation of an op amp. Here with feedback. In a open loop without feedback, here with feedback circuit is taken. The utility of the op amp can be increased considerably by operating in a closed loop mode. The closed loop operation is possible with the help of a feedback. The feedback allows to feed some part of output back to the input terminals. So therefore, this op amp is always used with negative feedback. The negative feedback helps in controlling the gain. That's why it's mainly used for amplifiers. Next slide is go for this inverting amplifier. Inverting amplifier means the signal is given to inverting input of an op amp. Non-inverting terminal is grounded. Among two terminals, one is connected to supply and another one is ground. Means the supply voltage is connected to inverting input, non-inverting terminal is grounded, the circuit become inverting amplifier. So therefore, the amplifier in which the output is inverted, having 180 degree phase shift with respect to the input, is called inverting amplifier. So V0 is equal to VOL V into R, output open loop voltage gain. So that is equal to V0 minus V0 divided by Vin, because inverting means there is a negative sign here, non-inverting means plus. So now next, another non-inverting amplifier without feedback, no phase shift. So therefore its output voltage is equal to VOL into Vin 1. So therefore here no negative sign, it's positive feedback. So therefore no phase shifting here. Therefore non-inverting amplifier, the output is always in phase with the input signal. That is called non-inverting. So okay, thank you.